individual leaders can't be in this level of intimate communication and understanding of their constituencies. Simultaneously, as we were saying, the constituencies don't have a way to understand the true nature of the issues that they're even voting on, and or even understanding the people they vote for, and much less are in America. Anybody who wants to be in office basically can. There's no leadership university that says you've got to have learned all of these things about the nation in order to govern wisely or intelligently. So that would be another portion of our process, is to ensure that there is such a leadership development system that doesn't say, well, just the best talker or the most corrupt person or the person who can get in touch with enough special interest money is going to get enough airtime that they get voted on. And then the constituency not really know them and not really understand them as a person, as an individual, whether they do or do not have integrity or not. So that process of educating the constituency simultaneous to educating the leaders and developing a specific information system flow to keep them in sync with each other, to keep saying, these are the issues, these are your options, these are some available solutions. We want to engage, and that's what the social movement engine is at its foundation, is a way of taking in every voice from every person on the planet, integrating it, synthesizing it, taking in all of their votes about what they want the future of the world to be, and all of their listings of what they see the problems to be, and distilling that into actionable intelligence, into this is a snapshot of the world in this moment, and let's all figure solutions together. It's got crowdsourced solutions generation to it, by the way, so that thousands or millions of people could work on these problems together. If they've only got 30 minutes in their busy work week to say, well, I had this idea, here it is. It will get funneled through in the system, and the system will not get bogged down because it's designed to handle that much information flow. Right now, the United States government, in our view, is gridlocked. It's overwhelmed. It can't handle the information, the complexity, the differences in opinion. It doesn't have a way to reconcile all these different agendas or wishes or desires or motivations. And so it's necessary that there be a system in place that can support this level of complexity and this large population, and that it be expandable limitlessly. And it can now be done technologically. It couldn't have been done in the past. We didn't have the technology. The internet is incredible, and it's also not designed to organize, unite, and orchestrate large-scale global transformation. It's everyone saying, I feel this, I think this, I want this, I know this, all at the same time, out of sync, like an orchestra that doesn't have a conductor. So there needs to be a conducting system and process, and that all leads us to this next step, which is, traditionally, in any tribe in the world, you could have a leader, or you could have some dictator or some president or whatever making the tough calls, the tough choices, and saying, we're going to do this. So a focused point of decision making. In America, we've got, of course, the three different branches: the Congress, the judicial, and the executive, and they interoperate constantly. We would suggest that in future, information leadership, not people, not individuals, is likely to be the necessary evolution for humanity. Meaning that whatever is truly true, whatever is verifiably, factually the truth being presented to everyone that's either a decision maker or a bureaucratic support system or a person in the street or a CEO of an organization, they're all operating from the same vetted information that's true and accurate and not twisted, distorted, spun, agendified or manipulated, that informational leadership is likely the way that will continue to be able to have more people on the planet and have a more complex social and organizational process and not have it collapse due to its own complexity or scale. Now, that's very different than in a single organizational or governmental institution. And we get that. And that said, as a species, we're butting up against a glass ceiling of our own capacities. Of the way we've organized government in the past is not adequate. The way we've organized organizations competitively, fighting each other and for scarce resources while we eat up the world voraciously and limitlessly, it's not sustainable. We want to offer another paradigm and a new model. And that means that leadership would need to change, constituencies would need to change, business would need to change, economics would need to change, social process needs to change. We can't continue the current trajectory of business as usual and get a good result.